Hi guys. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we will talk about top reasons to sell to an investors. Most people use realtors to sell their homes because that's how it's always been done. Not everyone has a good time working with real estate agents. They are experts who know what they are doing, but that doesn't always help the homeowner. You might want to work with an investor if you're tired of relisting or want to avoid the hassles of the process. There are many reasons why this might be a good idea, and why you should think about it. But first, subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell button. 1. Investors buy homes as is. A realtor might not even want to work with you if your house is in bad shape. If they do, they may give you a list of things that need to be fixed before they will list and market your home. Investors will never ask you for that. They already know what needs to be fixed when they buy your home. They'll put together an offer that shows how much they'll have to pay for repairs. During the whole process, you won't have to pay anything or move a finger. Investors aren't worried about how much damage has been done. Your roof might be caving in or your pipes might have burst. When you work with an investor, you don't have to worry about water damage, fire damage, or mold damage. They've seen everything, and if there are problems, they'll work with contractors to solve them. 2. Investors can help you with foreclosure. When your house is in foreclosure, you have a very short time to sell it and stop the foreclosure from going through. Most states give you about 90 days to do this. If you know you won't be able to pay back your lender, you should sell your home quickly. Even if you sell your home to avoid foreclosure, it could still hurt your credit, but not as much as letting the foreclosure go through. In this situation, time is very important. You are trying to avoid something bad. You might not have enough time to find a realtor who is willing to work with you, and even if you do, there's no guarantee that the realtor you choose will be able to sell your home before time runs out. Investors buy foreclosed homes all the time, so they know how the process works. They can help you work with your lender to set up a short sale and close the deal before the time for foreclosure ends. An investor knows what to do, even if you don't. They will jump in to help you right away. 3. Investors buy homes in bad neighborhoods. When you buy a house, you can choose who lives next door. There's no guarantee that the great people who lived next door to you when you moved in will still be there when you go to sell that house. If your neighborhood is getting worse, it will be hard to find someone who wants to buy your home. Even the best real estate agents can find it hard to sell homes in places with a lot of crime or in big, noisy cities. An investor won't move into your house. They don't care about your neighbors or how loud things can get at 3 a.m. Their goal is to buy your house and fix it up so well that they can sell it to someone who doesn't care. You and your real estate agent don't need to look everywhere when an investor is willing to do that work. 4. You'll never have to relist. When you hire a realtor, you make a deal that gives the realtor a certain amount of time to sell your home. If the home doesn't sell before the period ends, you'll have to relist with the same agent or start over and find a new agent who is better suited for the job. Investors aren't trying to find another buyer for your home. It's something they're going to buy for themselves. You don't have to look for a buyer. The investor buys the house from you directly, and what happens after that is up to the investor alone. After they have fixed up the property, they will find a regular market buyer, and you won't have to worry about it anymore. 5. Investors pay in cash. Realtors can find people who want to buy your home, but they can't give that person the money to do so. That can only be done by a bank. Most people don't pay for a house with cash alone. For them to be able to buy your house, they have to get a loan from a bank. Sometimes, a buyer will get as far as getting a loan, but then they will be turned down. You'll have done all the work, only to find out that the buyer can't make the purchase after all. The money investors use is their own. They pay cash for the homes they buy, so they never have to worry about getting a loan. You'll get exactly what they tell you. Don't worry about problems or hard to understand escrow procedures. Buying with cash makes everything so much easier. 6. The market doesn't matter. How often a realtor sells a house depends a lot on how the housing market is in the area where the house is. Even the best real estate agents can't change how the housing market is moving. It's either up or down, and time is the only thing that can change that. When people aren't interested in homes in a certain area, the market goes down. Either the buyers show up or they don't. When they aren't, the agent can't sell anything. Investors will buy your home and make it appealing enough to sell in a bad market or wait until the market stabilizes. They will wait so you don't have to. Investors will be willing to buy homes even in the worst markets that haven't grown or changed in months. 7. No complicated paperwork. When you sell with a realtor, you have to fill out a lot of paperwork. You're dealing not only with your agent, but also with the buyer and their agent. Everyone has responsibilities and rules to follow. There are contracts to meet, and an escrow account needs to be set up. You will have to read a lot of papers and sign your name on a lot of dotted lines. This doesn't happen when you work with an investor. Investors buy directly from you, so you don't have to please anyone else. Your house is going straight from one set of hands to the next. This greatly cuts down on the amount of paperwork that needs to be done. The investor usually takes care of any remaining paperwork. 8. No commission fees. Real estate agents don't work for free. On average, a realtor will take 6% of the sale price of your home as their fee. Most of the time, this is more than $10,000. This makes the price for sale not what it seems. You won't get all of that money back. It will be split between your agent and, if the buyer has one, the buyer's agent. When you work with an investor, there's no reason to deal with commission fees. No one needs a piece of the money. When you work with an investor, it's as easy as going grocery shopping. The goods are given, the money is traded, and in the end, everyone is happy. 9. No closing costs. Costs can add up quickly during the closing process. People will pick you apart over little things like paperwork fees. A big part of this process is cut out when someone invests. The investor is now in charge of the closing, and they'll have to pay for anything that comes up during that time. They won't ask you to pay for repairs on your own home, so the offer is always what it seems to be. A trustworthy investor won't ever try to get any of that money back from you. 10. Quick closing process. All of these benefits add up to one big advantage. Investors can move quickly from point A to point B because they don't have to deal with agents, commissions, closing paperwork, or loans. Investors already have the money they need, and only you and your investor need to be happy with the deal, so the closing process doesn't have to take forever. Your home can be sold to an investor in a week. There's no more need to wait. As soon as you accept an investor's offer, you can start packing, and by the time you're done wrapping up your dishes, the sale of your home will be done. These are the top 10 reasons to sell your home to an investor. Share your experience in the comments section below. Also, subscribe to our channel for more informative videos. Thanks for watching.